Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. And I hope you're having a good day or a good night or a good morning. And if you're new to my channel, my name's Dave and I'm the Homeward Helper. I do ASMR and card readings. And my goal is to help people feel better about themselves and to help people relax. And this is a safe space, and all walks of life are welcome here. All right, so feel free to just sit back, relax, and let's start this session. This is going to be a session that's going to have some brushing. We're going to do some brushing, and we're going to do some hand movements with the intention to help you to relieve anxiety. All right, but let's go ahead and start by taking a couple deep breaths together, okay? So let's go ahead and inhale together. And hold. And exhale. Feels good. Nice work. And let's do it one more time, and we're going to hold our breath for a few moments at the top of the inhale before we exhale, okay? Ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Nice work. Nice work. I hope you're having a good day or a good night. It's getting late where I'm at. Actually, I'm working tomorrow morning. It's Friday night right now, and getting ready to come in for a Saturday morning shift. So I gotta get to bed. I gotta work at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I gotta get to bed a little earlier tonight. Not my favorite thing to go to bed early. I'm a night person. I'm definitely a night person myself. So going to bed before 12 o'clock, going to bed at least before midnight just feels too early. I just end up laying in bed awake, It's my amethyst. Amethyst is a great stone. It helps with anxiety. It's a very cleansing crystal. Yeah, thank you for being here today or tonight. I appreciate all of you being here and hanging out with me, and I hope you've been finding my videos helpful and relaxing, calming. I also wanted to take this moment to say hello to a viewer. Her name is Rachel, and she likes to listen to my videos when she walks to work. So if you happen to be walking to work right now while you're listening to this, I hope you have a great day at work. Rachel, I hope you have a great day at work, and I hope the time goes by nice and fast for you, and I hope you have a wonderful night as well. I'll be working this Saturday morning as well, so I'll be right there with you working, But yeah, have a great day, okay? We're going to do a little bit of combing here with my hands. I'm going to go up and down and do a little bit of combing. Just help kind of comb through any tough energy you might be feeling right now. Just kind of imagine yourself just releasing tough energy, just imagine yourself releasing tension right now, just letting go of stress. Maybe there's stress in your body, maybe there's some stress in your shoulders. Maybe roll your shoulders a little bit, that always helps me, Remember to breathe, my friend, just keep remembering to breathe. That's always very helpful, just remembering to breathe. But just imagine yourself feeling lighter right now. Just let yourself feel lighter. Maybe crack a little bit of a smile. Stay hydrated. Maybe burn some incense. And just keep breathing, you know? Sometimes I'm wondering what I want to do tomorrow after work. What was I thinking? I was just thinking oh yeah. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself, you know? You ever do that where you're like, I'm working tomorrow, so what do I want to do after work though? And I'm thinking to myself, you know what would be really fun? Something that would be nice for something I want to do. I haven't had a pizza in a while. So have you ever heard of the Tombstone pizzas? Tombstone pizzas are awesome, by the way. I love Tombstone pizzas. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Tombstone pizza and I'm going to watch The Addams Family. I think it's the 1990s version with Raw Julia and Christina Ricci. That's my favorite one. The very first one from the 90s. There's this one. Is that the movie that has the hand that's working for FedEx? that scene always makes me laugh. Oh my gosh, that scene is so funny. That's a good movie. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing after work tomorrow. Just going to relax and have some fun, you know? And just remember to breathe. You know, you're in a safe space right now. You don't got to be anywhere else right now. Kick back, let yourself relax, let yourself slow down. And just, you know, again, like I said, I know I talk about breathing a lot, but I tend to forget a lot about breathing, so I try to remind myself and you all here to breathe. It's easy to forget sometimes, you know, we get a lot going on in our heads and we forget about our bodies, you know, we become too much in our heads get heavy and it's like they weigh us down, you know, it's like, but we're more than just our brains, you know, we're our entire bodies, right? We need to remember to focus on our bodies and just breathe and focus on our sensation, on our senses, you know. You want to see something that I made in the 3rd grade? I don't know, I just have this in my recording room, I guess for the vibes, for good vibes. But when I was in the 3rd grade, I made a lighthouse out of clay. Kind of see the steps there. Got steps. This is what I made in the 3rd grade. A little lighthouse. But do you have anything? Do you have anything fun planned for your weekend, or are you working a lot? Got anything planned for the weekend? I'm working tomorrow. Like I said, I'm working 7 a.m. I'm working a full day tomorrow, and then I'm working Sunday night as well. But like I said, I'm gonna let myself experience some joy throughout that process by just letting myself have fun tomorrow night. You know. Pizza and a movie. And just remember to breathe. Go ahead and let's take another deep breath together, okay? Ready? Go ahead and inhale. Hold. And exhale. Nice. nice. I'm going to use a little bit of my selenite wand as well. It's a great crystal that promotes positivity and good vibes. And while we're doing this session, I have a deck here called The Power of Surrender by Dr. Judith Orloff. It's one of my favorite oracle card decks. It offers a lot of, you don't have to believe in the spirit realm to reap the benefits from a deck like this. You can just look at the cards as practical advice if you like. We're all different. We all have different beliefs. It's all good. But I'd like to pull a card for us tonight. And, I'm going to ask, dear kind spirits, what should me and my friends here focus on for the weekend? And let's see what card we have for the weekend, my friends. Just going to pull a card for us, okay? And the nice thing, I like this card deck. It's a very simple card deck. It has the description right on the card, so it'll give us a little bit of food for thought tonight. This is kind of like a secret surprise card reading just for you, okay? Just for you and me. Let's go with this card here. And our card for the weekend is, oh, interesting. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. What was I just saying, right? I was just saying that we're not just our heads, right? We're our entire bodies, right? Remember to breathe. Remember that we are physical creatures. We're not just in our heads. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. And I have never pulled this card. Don't you love that when you I don't know if you use card decks, but when you use a deck a lot and then you get a card you've never seen, it's like, whoa. But let's see what it says. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Just trust your gut feelings, Listen to your intuition. And with that being said, speaking of which, let's take another deep breath together in our bodies. Ready? Go ahead and inhale with me. And hold for a few moments. And release. Exhale. Good work. Nice job. And just let yourself kick back and relax as we surrender to the wisdom of our bodies. Let's let that also be a little reminder just to stay hydrated. Just to stay hydrated tonight and over the weekend as well. So over the weekend, let's follow our intuition, right? Let's remember to breathe. If we're in a stressful situation, you know what? Take a couple of steps back and let yourself just breathe. Okay, I'm feeling upset right now. Wait a minute. Let me just take a deep breath and come back to this situation with a calm state of mind and a calm state of body, right? Beautiful card, beautiful card. I'm going to actually open the window. Let's get a little bit of that ambiance out. I usually don't like to open it on Friday nights. There might be a lot of activity going on, but you know what? We're going to get a little bit of the crickets coming in to help us relax a little bit more. Cool? Let's do a little bit of finger fluttering. What a beautiful card tonight. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. And that's one thing I wanted to bring up during this session was it's important for us to stay balanced, I think. It's always important for us to stay balanced, you know? Sometimes we might spend too much time inside. We might feel a little like, we might get a little cabin fever. We might feel a little cooped up. So it's always good to, hey, maybe I should get outside a little bit, or if you haven't been eating enough, go ahead and eat some macaroni and cheese, or if you've been having a little too much caffeine, maybe take a little break, or, say if you have 3 sodas a day, maybe just have 2 sodas, or something like that, And that's also surrendering to the wisdom of our body, just listening to our bodies. Sometimes our bodies get tense and they're like, hey, I need you to slow down here, right? I hope you found this session helpful and relaxing, and I hope it helped to ease your mind this evening or this morning, depending on what time you're watching or listening to this video. What do you think of my shirt? Have you ever seen the show Charmed? It's one of my favorite shows. My favorite episode, it was in the earlier seasons, where Prue, she gets trapped in a painting with a warlock. Do you remember that show? Did you ever see that one? Prue gets trapped in a painting with a warlock. That's my favorite episode of Charmed. Do you have a favorite episode? Check out this shirt too. Let me see if I can show you. It's got a back to it as well. It's got a back to it as well. Talks about magic school. Remember the magic school they have in San Francisco? I love Charmed. One of my favorite shows. But yeah, I hope this session helped you to relax and unwind. If you're watching this before bed, I hope it helps you to sleep. And, ease your mind. That always helps me to sleep when I have a little bit less on my mind. When my thoughts start going, that's when I tend to lie awake, wide awake, But I hope this session helped you to relax and feel better. You're always welcome here, my friend. And I'm going to do one more thing before I close this session. I am going to pull a fortune cookie slip for us. That's what I love to do. I love to collect fortune cookie slips. This one fell on my leg. Let's see what it says. A loved one is of the utmost importance at this time. Okay? A loved one is of the utmost importance at this time. Maybe this has to do with a friend or a family member that needs your special care and attention. Or maybe it even has to do with yourself as a loved one. Maybe it's time to step up your self-love game and, just make some healthy choices for you. Make some changes for you. Do something fun for you. A loved one is of the utmost importance at this time. All right. But it could be for you, or it could be for a family member. Maybe a family member comes to your mind. Maybe a close friend. Okay. Well, before I close this session, let's take one more deep breath together. You ready? Inhale. And hold. And release. Nice work. Nice work. All right. Well, I'm the Homeward Helper. I hope you have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for being here. And please be gentle with yourself. do something fun this weekend. Let's have some fun this weekend, you know? And remember that all you need is love. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you next time, okay? All right. Bye.